Yo, it's your Barbie K in the building. If you're watching this, it's because you're not a peewee. I got my dog Garrett in the building. He's a Scorpio moon. We got some good scenery around here. You know, I usually do videos about Scorpio risings, but I wanted to do something different today. Today we got a Scorpio moon. My dog told me he's a Scorpio moon. On top of that, he's a Leo. And he's a Leo ascendant. He's a double Leo. So this is gonna be intense, man. I'm gonna just jump right into it. First question. Number one, would you say that you have more of like an intimidating presence, or you kind of put people on edge when you're kind of around them in public? Would you say you have that, like kind of Scorpio rising?
I mean, you look at people when they walk past, I don't have to say anything. I just look at them.
Yeah, true.
I mean, just listen to me, for crying out loud.
Let's slow down a little bit. I'm listening.
It's an intimidating presence is definitely something that I hold without really needing to hold it. Just kind of is. I mean, as you said when you first met me, I just kind of filled the room as I walked into it.
Right, definitely.
So, intimidation is definitely something I have an ample supply of.
That Leo definitely helps it too.
No, it does. That it does.
Which brings me to my next question. How would you say the Leo energy, your Leo energy matches up or meshes with the Scorpio in your moon sign? How would you say that meshes in your from your experience?
Well, personally, they conflict horribly. Leo's fairly passionate, emotional, and while Scorpio is very reserved. The biggest takeaway is learning to control yourself. Again, not allowing your emotions to run rampant. Meanwhile, not allowing yourself to pull back too much. You can't pull away from people too much, but you can't just cut loose on them immediately. It cuts back to the intimidation thing. It can seem a bit much. The intensity of your personality will definitely drive people away just as much as that reserved nature you have is. So, as a matter of conflicting, it is constant. Almost completely constant. One side wants to show itself, as does the other.
Definitely that's definitely very important, and a very important aspect for your relationships. Not only just having a Scorpio moon or whatever placement you have, but just being a whole person, you know what I'm saying? Which then brings me to my next question. How would you say your family, friends, romantic encounters, whatever may have you, how would you say they view you with you having this placement in your moon sign?
Personally, believe it or not, a very stoic, rather an anchor point, if you will. Someone you can trust in a way. They view that Scorpio and Lunar is very secretive, not necessarily in a dark way, but in a sense that if you tell us something, we'll take it to our grave.
We're gonna go to like the right to.
We're a very trusting personality. People tend to.
I noticed that too with excuse me, how you guys doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing
Good.
blessed. I noticed that with we'll take this, we're gonna go right, brother.
Yeah.
I noticed this with I know you said that about Scorpio moon, but I know it's with Scorpio risings. I think that's a Scorpio thing. Like a lot of times we take pretty much, if you tell us a secret, it's going to the grave. Your secret's safe with us, unless we're dwelling in more of the lower vibration of Scorpio, then you use that for manipulation purposes, and we don't go there. Hey, don't be a peewee. Y'all know what I always say. Don't be a peewee. Don't be that guy. Don't be that girl. Okay, we're going to keep going. I digress from my point. So we just got done talking about the relationships and things like that. Oh, got it. What would you say are the pros and cons of having your moon in Scorpio, my boy?
Well, it goes back to the intensity thing. People tend to feel really attracted in a gravitational sense. I draw attention to me. I couldn't help it. Walking into a room, I immediately feel it, like you said.
Very true.
As for cons, goes back to that constant state of division, if you will. You have to learn to control yourself, because if you don't, it's not going to end well. Imagine two halves of a coin constantly trying to flip over to show themselves. That's what you're going to end up being. You have to learn to control yourself too. Not withdraw, but reserve yourself, if you will. Not allow your emotions to overtake you, not allow your reservedness to pull you too far away. You can't allow your signs to control you, really is what it is. You have to.
We'll keep going straight. And what would you say? Okay, so I look at those are more of the cons, right? The challenges you deal with. What do you say were more of the more positive aspects of having this placement?
Good thing? I am the life of the party. Regardless of where I go, how comfortable I am, people, again, gravitate towards me. It's kind of a pro and a con, depending upon how you look at it. On a positive note, like I said, you're the life of the party. People will definitely look at you and go, that guy's interesting. He's weird. He sticks out. He definitely...
Eccentric in a sense?
He's
kinda
eccentric.
Like out of the ordinary, different. That's fair. Okay.
It's funny you mentioned that's what my mother calls me.
Eccentric?
My own mother calls me eccentric.
Nah, that's legit, man. Shout out to Mom Dukes, man. You gotta love your mama, man. Gotta love your mama.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to you, mama. Okay. Okay, for my last thing, I don't want to hold you guys up too long. What would you say are some further tips you can give in order to deal or fare better with this placement in your sign? Because we know that Leo, we can go this way. Because we know that Leo and Scorpio, they kind of don't mesh well together. They're battling for a place in respects to you, who you are, your placement. You know what I'm saying? If anybody has this Leo placement, how would you say they can deal with not only having this placement, but having like something like Leo this, or a sign that's not kind of in conjunction with this placement?
Don't allow them to battle each other. Remember, at the end of the day, you are in control of your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. Whether or not they run rampant is completely up to you. My advice, keep that in mind. Your best bet is to remain not emotionally detached, but emotionally neutral. Don't allow them to control you, but don't seem heartless, don't seem cold. Don't be afraid to feel your emotions.
Hold that thought real quick. And that's what I was talking to you guys about videos a while ago. Hopefully you guys remember the video when I said, I'm not the person that's going to tell you to be all light, because if you're on too much on the light, you're going to drown. You're going to drown. If you're too much on the dark, you're going to drown. Neutrality is where you find evolution, right? So the more you dwell in the middle is when you can be both light and understand your dark side. So that's why I tell you guys, stay neutral. You can go back to what you were saying, my boy. We're going to go this way.
Going back off of neutrality, that is basically the key to any mixture, to any sign signs that will mix. Well, neutrality is your best bet. Remember to find balance within yourself. Find things that keep you calm, that allow you to center yourself. Sometimes it's okay to step back from a situation and go, I need to think about this before I say anything. And that's the biggest thing. Being emotionally charged, having two incredibly fiercely prideful signs, both in the sun and moon. You know, the very first thing in my head is, okay, listen here now. But no, you have to learn to keep that in check.
Right.
You have to learn to analyze the situation and go, is this the appropriate way to respond to this?
Absolutely.
Is this what is needed? Because if not, you're gonna come off as an asshole. And I'm serious about that.
Yeah.
A lot of people call me an asshole because I'm very stubborn, very stuck in my ways. But at the same time, I prefer to be genuine. So, it's a matter of preference. What do you want to appear to be? What do you want people to view you as?
That was beautiful, man. Eloquently spoken. Hey, man, I just want to thank you for being a part of this experience with me, as well as my subscribers, man. I hope you guys took away some good information. You know, the whole reason why I do this is because I want to help you guys out. I love you guys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all my family. I tell y'all this every day, all day. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all been taking care of yourselves. Hope you've been meditating. Hope you've been, you know, if you're into crystals and if you're into stuff like that, hope you've been charging your crystals, taking care of your mental space. You know what I'm saying? Because we're in an intense situation that's going on right now. You know, we're kind of coming out of it, but I just want you guys to be war ready, because the end of the tunnel is approaching, baby. So again, I want to thank you, Garrett, for being a part of this situation. And again, man, y'all have a blessed day. I love y'all. Be easy. Drink water.